Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I am here with two collections. I hope you guys enjoyed your World Card Making Day weekend. I spent the weekend merging two collections together, namely the Merry Mischief collection and the Candy Cane Christmas collection. Candy Cane Christmas collection is a collaboration between Spellbinders and Stamperia. It's a beautiful collection. Spellbinders made the dies and Stamperia provided all the papers and ephemera. So behind me right here, that little guy, the little hedgehog, that's a combination of the two collections together, the papers and then some of the Merry Mischief. But you can definitely mix, match, and play within both of them and also incorporate the Wonderland collection. Lots of cuteness in this collection. I was smiling the whole weekend having fun. So I made 8 cards. I made 2 layouts. All sorts of fun, okay? So let's go on this journey of combining Candy Christmas and Merry Mischief. Let's get started. Here are the goodies in both collections. These are stamps, dies, embossing folders, some better press, all sorts of goodies. And with the Candy Christmas collection, there is also the paper, ephemera, and a whole host of other goodies with that one. You can use it for scrapbooking, mini album making, journals, decor projects. Great Christmas collection. Over here is the Merry Mischief collection, and this is the Candy Christmas collection. Let's take a quick look at the Merry Mischief. Here are the 4 characters, and there are diagrams available on Spellbinders' website. This one is the chimney caper, so you just go to chimney caper, scroll through the pictures towards the end of all those photographs, you'll see this. I just take a screenshot and then print it out in color. This is how you can put together the chimney caper. There is the hedgehogs, look at that. Deck the paws with the dog, and then cozy waddles with the penguin. So fun. So for chimney caper die, that's the one with Santa. There's a little chimney. You also get the stamp set. So all of these are stamp and die sets. This really comes together very easy. And of course, with the help of the diagram is a breeze. You can use these 3 sets of dies on its own too. You can change up the Santa and have a whole different thing. You could have a sleigh beside it instead of the Santa. So mix, match, and play with the chimney caper. Then there is hedgehogs, and I'll do my measurements on my card examples because I made cards with all 4 die sets. This is hedgehog, stamp, and die. So super duper cute. You get great sentiment skating by with Christmas magic. Love that. Wishing you frosty fun. This little hedgehog is so cute. Next is the cozy waddles with the scarf. This one comes together very, very easy. Just so fun. And look at the stamps. So if you get all 4 sets, you'll have a lot of stamps too. And I believe these are available in bundles. Love that as well. You will get a discount if you get the bundle. Deck the paws, stamp, and die with the little dog. This is so cute. This continues the theme with the dogs. Now, it started off with this one last year with the Halloween, and then this is the add-on die, Pumpkin. I'll put a link for Pumpkin and this one. I always call it the Wolf Pup, but I know it has a different name. I'll put these 2 as well if you wanted to get some of this. Crafters, I'm detailing and linking everything. I just wanted to show you. This is just a fun continuation of these 2. This is from the 13 Days of Craftoween. This is an add-on die. I'll link the video here so you can take a look at the playlist, okay? But this you can buy by itself. Craftoween sold out, but this is the cute Christmas version of that pup. So cute. Deck the paws. Love it. And then to round out the collection, in the background, there is this beautiful better press plate called Peppermint Twist. You can have fun with this one. Anything, because it has a certain motion to it. So you could use this for lots of themes as well. I would use this on masculine cards. I would use it on fun birthday cards. I would use it to decorate tags. This is a fun one. This is a A2 size of the Peppermint Twist. You can press or glimmer this. Then there is this beautiful 3D embossing folder. Season Sparkles 3D embossing folder. 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. You would use universal plate system. Look at the snowflakes and all of these fun ornaments. So pretty. Up next is the Candy Christmas dies along with the 3D embossing folder. There is gingerbread delivery. So fun. Here is the diagram for it. You can do the gingerbread by himself. You could do the gingerbread with a parachute. You can do the hot air balloon, present by itself. There's lots of options within this set. It's like 3 sets in one. So super cute. And the gingerbread just layers up so easily. This is for the gingerbread area. Gingerbread delivery dies. Love it. Next is the gingerbread house. The diagram itself also gives me the way to lay it out because I don't get the packaging cover that you guys get. The house measure is 3 inches tall by 2.5, okay? So, super duper cute. Lots of layers, lots of fun. Up next, crafters, gingerbread plain and banner die. Look at the little gingerbread plain. It's like a sugar cookie plain. So you don't have to do it in a gingerbread color. You could do it as a sugar cookie with frosting if you love sugar cookies. So this one morphs depending on what style you want to go with. I think this is great for cards for kids, cards for folks who are young at heart, cards you want to give somebody just a smile, maybe somebody who bakes a lot. This is a fun card to give them as well. You get sentiments such as Sweet Christmas on the back of the plain, Happy Holidays, and Sending Love. You get the clouds. Clouds can work within this and outside of, so that's fun. And the plain. Love this. Too cute, too fun. And that plain can also work on your masculine cards. Up next is the largest die set between the two collections. This is the gingerbread train dies. I mean, 30 dies. I didn't make an example with this one, but I do want to make it. It's going to take me time to do this. I wanted to put this video out because both collections have been out and I wanted to merge them together. So one day I'm going to be doing this. I have time between now and December to play with this cutie patootie gingerbread train. I think this is fun though. So the diagram really helps with this one because look at all the layering just for this part. The layering just for that part. The train itself, 4.25 inch wide. These two go together, so roughly 3 inches tall. The train car is 1.75 inch tall. And then you would put all these little goodies. You can also change the styling too. You can keep the train, keep this. There's a heart here, so that can work for Valentine's, but you could also turn this into like a birthday choo-choo train. It doesn't have to be all gingerbread. Change the colorway. This can also work for masculine cards. So this is a big set, but loaded with lots and lots of dies, lots of layers, lots of color fun. And the diagram is giving you a great example of how to start. So fun. And I love the little gingerbread wheels. So the gingerbread is really like here in the wheels. Up here, you can change it up. If I did this in black and red and blue, it just looks like a train. You don't have to put the frosty swirl on top. See the wheels by itself? You can just go this on top of that and you're done. So this can morph. That's a great option with this one. Gingerbread train die. Up next is the Sweet Borders die. There is a diagram for this, but you don't need it. This just goes on top of this right here with the outline detail. And this by itself with the candy cane and peppermint. This is 6 inches tall. The width, 1 inch. And here also 1 by 6, okay? This is a super cute little accessory to work with. This whole collection gives it a grounding or a drip, frosty drip. I use this on my 12 by 12 layout with this candy Christmas collection. So this is great for your photographs, and that's exactly how I used it as a border with this one or that one. Fun, fun, sweet borders. And lastly, there is the waffle cone 3D embossing folder. Again, 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. This is fun. I love the detail. It really has that waffle print, but you could also just use it as a standard background because it is just a repeating pattern. It can work as a basic like my texture and foliage. All right, let's look at the papers. Here is part of the collection that Spellbinders was so kind to send me. This is a beautiful collection. This is perfect for me because I really love a good pink Christmas. This Christmas, I finally got myself a pink Christmas tree. I have wanted one for so long, you just don't know. But I've always gone like with the traditional green, but I got a deal on a pink tree. So this is like perfect with the theme I'm thinking of. So fun. At the end, I'll do a little haul. I went to Homegoods and they're now releasing all their Christmas. So I've been picking up a few things and a few things really go with this. So when I say I love this collection, I'm not joking. It's really fun. Why I said that this is part of the options. There are many options and configurations within this collection. This collection is by Spellbinders. So there are certain things here that also morphs into if you want to use it for mixed media, if you want to make home decor pieces. For example, there is the rice paper selection. I haven't even opened this up yet because I'm not sure how to use this. If you know how to use this, is it like decoupage or something? Because I was thinking it's thin paper. It's very pretty. I need to watch a video from Spellbinders to know how to use their rice paper. But you get 6 printed rice paper, A4 sizing, hot air balloon, and I think this mimics the paper collection. Really pretty though. Even in the papers, there are options. There is a 12 by 12 paper pack. This one is 10 double-sided face sheets. There's also a 12 by 12 pack, single-sided. Love that too, because then you don't have to choose which side you use. You see? I cut this piece out, but look on the back. It also comes in 8x8, double-sided and single-sided. So I'm going to put a general link for Candy Christmas collection with the papers. And you can look there. And then I'm going to also detail and link all the dies and the embossing folder. The collab between Spellbinders and Stamperia is just giving you more options. It's so pretty though. And the paper has a nice feel. Look at the back of the first page. You aren't even losing this. So you can cut this up. Look at all the fun cookies, sugar cookies and such. Isn't that fun? I use this piece on a 5x7 or an A6 card. I can't remember. And I'm saving this little bit here. There is a little plane. Isn't that fun? That's the back. I was going to use this one. Look at the drip. See the drip like in the die? That's the back. Here with the house. Loving this color too. This blue is really pretty. So you can use this blue for masculine cards as well. Here's a little elf. You can cut this piece out and use that for the boy and then use this one for the girl. Look at that Christmas tree. You can fussy cut this out as well. And then look at all that sky. Great for your photographs up here. Two of the pages I don't have in here because I did use them on my 12x12, okay? Look at the back. So fun. And then here's a piece that you can also cut out your ephemera. I cut out these two. Look at that sky with the pink clouds. Adorable. I cut this out as well. Look at that. So super pretty. And then on the back, it's plain, so you could put a photograph. This is great as a journaling spot for your scrapbooking. And then here's some 4x6 cards, 3x4 cards. And on the back, again, plain, so journal or put a photograph. Love that. You can use this part for your Advent, 1 to 24. If you are making a December daily, this is fun for a December daily. There's some sentiments, a lot of cut parts here. Plain cut parts, have fun with that as well. If you want to use a special stamp with 1 to 25, look at this little tag. You can customize that. Here is the back, but it also has more cut parts. Look at the colorway, so pretty. And because this blue is not such a pastel blue, there's a mixture of blue and like a turquoise teal blue. So it's the combination that makes this work for both masculine and feminine cards. Look at this tree. I wish I could decorate like that with all the bits. I'm not good at the tree decorating like that. I just put a ton of lights and some ornaments. But I love when people use picks and all that stuff. I love the little nutcracker too. The girl and the boy. So fun. Spellbinders also sent me this, the junk journal. This is also super duper fun. This is an A4 junk journal, which is larger than our standard 8.5x11. There is background stickers, cut out, 16 pages of art journaling and card making fun. Again, the back cover, you can use this. Everything in here can be used. Look at this. I cut out this again. The same house that was over here, I used that one as well because I love the grounding element in here. So it does mimic some of the 12x12. And then here, this page is stickers. So super duper cute. This is also stickers right here. I love the sizing too. Still great for scrapbooking, but also card making and definitely mini albums. This can decorate a mini album. You don't have to buy 4 or 5 sets of this. You could just get the junk journal 12x12 and have a lot of fun. If you want to get 2 packs of the 12x12, because that's what I would do for a mini album. And I'm talking like a bigger mini album, like 8x8, 8x10 inch mini album. This is fun too. These are push outs, like you pop it out, that type of detail. I took out a tree here. The elves are adorable. Santa is adorable. And it gets better. Look at the backside. Here you have Santa looking over to the right. But let's say your image, you have a photograph. You want Santa looking to the left. So they did the reverse of the look on the back. And it still is the same punch out. So cute. Look at this house. So the trees are here on the front. The trees are here. Love the reverse. Love that. This is also the same punch out. There is a tree like this that I want to get at Homegoods. It's a little bit slimmer, but it has that same gingerbread look. I think this is adorable. Here in South Florida, we get Homegoods much slower than other states. So I've seen here and there on TikTok, there are aisles of Christmas already, and I've seen this tree. I'm like, oh, I'm waiting for it to come. Then this is the reverse of it. So fun. So you see the train going this way, and then on the front, the train going that way. It just depends on what your project is or what your journal looks like, the direction of where you want the train to go. Here are some journal cards again, 4x6 and 3x4. On the back, it's plain. Look at the beautiful clouds. I love this little candy detail too. Here I use one of the stickers. So this is another sticker book. Look at all the fun and the colors. I love it. 3x4. I think this would be great for like a girl's book. Or if you love these colors. Me, I'm doing this for myself. I'm loving all of this. Crafters, I could use some of this and make my own ornaments with this. Seriously. And I could use foundation dyes in the back to make it sturdy too, to make my own ornaments. So fun. When the color is looking like this, where it's not such a light pastel blue, but a nice blue, you can use it for cards for boys that are toddlers going all the way up, okay? With this colorway. It was very smart to put it like this and not make it so baby blue. Look at the 1 to 24. These are pop-outs, and then on the back it's plain. Isn't this fun? And then pop-outs again with the reverse. See the snowman looking here to the left, snowman looking to the right. And this one, I did cut out the globe, and they gave you all these globes. Look at this. You can make ornaments with this too. Decor pieces, banners. Look at this fun bit with little pockets and also little envelopes. This can fit a gift card. These are great pull-aparts in your mini albums. Look at the back. That's the waffle print. This is like mimicking the 3D embossing folder. Great for boys right here. And the back. So I think this is a fun one, the junk journal. Don't think that there isn't ephemera. Because there is, and this is not all of it. I was sent these two. There are more ephemera too, so lots of options again. The die cut ephemera, this does not have an adhesive, but it is very thick chipboard. This is about 1 millimeter thick, okay? So this is solid chipboard. This is great to decorate on the front of your mini albums. Also, the first page of your scrapbooking, if you want the first page to be substantial. There's a tree like this too at HomeGoods that I want to get one of these days, but hasn't arrived here yet. Same pink and blue too. Maybe Stamperia influenced the holiday decorating, but look at the large bits. And you can still use them on cards too. Look how pretty that is with the cupcake. Oh, I love this candy cane. And the colors are vibrant too. Here's a little elf. I believe I used the girl elf on one of my samples. And then look at the little plane. So this is just called die cuts. And then here, this is the adhesive die cuts. Crafters is getting later, but I'm going to show it to you up close. So this is more pliable, but still substantial enough. This has adhesive on the back, but you see, there's a difference between them. This has a regular sheen to it, not a heavy sheen, so don't think it's shiny. This one, though, does have a pearlescent finish on the top. You see it? Because now the time is changing. It's getting darker quickly, but you see the adhesive? Some items have adhesive on the back, some don't. I just wanted to tell you that if you get the die cuts, don't do what I did where I started peeling this and messing it up. Because I just thought it did have it because it was white in the back. It doesn't. But this does. Look how pretty this is. And some things in here were not over here. Look at the house. Isn't that gorgeous? Fun. Look at the gingerbread color. Santa's in here too. Santa wasn't in the other one. So you can have lots of fun. Because of the pearl sheen on it, it does have a vintage feel too. So if you want to make cards that are like that, this would be just uber, uber fun. Let's put these two down here. Come on. Adorable. Just makes you smile. I'd love to see this in a full nutcracker that's about 24 inches. I would certainly get both of them. Put them in my craft room. The new one that's not done yet. Crafters, I got overwhelmed. And I stopped. I need to start up again because I need to get it done. So pretty. So this is adhesive ephemera and this is die cuts, okay? Also sent to me was a pack of rub-ons. So for the rub-on, I did use a piece of it and I ran it through my die cut machine just to make it adhere instead of rubbing it on. So pretty, and they're like long pieces, 8 inches tall. To use the rub-on, all I did was just cut a section, like I cut a little strip here, and then just put it on the card base and then just run it through my die cut machine. There's also a washi pad, not a roll of washi tape, a washi pad. Crafters, I did not use this because I know with washi tape, I know it's going to be see-through, you see? But the whole thing is washi tape, so you'd cut a section and then use that. That's why I was saying this is also for mixed media. If you love washi tape on everything, this is great. But for my cards, I was using the dies as well, so I didn't go with the washi tape. But hello, look at this. Look at the quality. Look at that. This is a beautiful page all by itself. Love, 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 love. So super pretty. You can make a whole little village with this. So if you love the Stamperia washi pads like this is a really fun one. See how it mimics the rub-ons too? So fun. Look at the train and everything. All right, now let's look at my card examples. First up, crafters, we're going to talk about the chimney caper. My first card does not work with the Candy Christmas. I had to make one card that was not all pink and blue, but the rest of my cards, were definitely influenced by the Candy Christmas collection. So let's start off with card 1. Look at this. Look at Santa. Adorable. I shopped my stash to pull out all sorts of goodies to finish this card and add fun to it. You're looking at about 3 1/4 inch tall. The width of the chimney, 2 1/2. Santa is about 2 1/4. For the grounding element, we're at 4 1/4 inch. So this will work on a vertical A2 card, but you can continue it too and overlap it. This is Spellbinders pop-up glitter foam in white that I layered up twice. Tuck this in there. Then I needed to create the whole scene, and I love my night sky. In the background in black is the Season Sparkle 3D embossing folder, but it is in black, so I know you can't see it, but the texture is there. This is a A6 card, which is 4 1/2 by 6 1/4 inch. To finish this card, I did shop my stash, so I'm using a lot of things here. For the little string of lights, I came into the Yuletide Ride dies. This is from the Wonderland collection. I'll link my video here. That collection would be perfect for the Candy Christmas as well. As a matter of fact, crafters, here's a card from the Wonderland collection. Look at the colorway. It's Candy Christmas. So look at the fun. So all I used from it was these lights with that car. Yuletide Ride, just for the lights that fit perfectly on the chimney. For the background, for this oval, this beauty I believe is on the way out at Spellbinders. It's stitch wall hanging, and this is a stitch die of the month. Beautiful die set, but I love the oval in here too. So I put that there and then put the Santa on the top. For my poinsettia, I'm coming into my collection, the Beautiful Wreaths collection. Christmas wreath add-on. I'm using the small poinsettia die here. I could have also put some on my trees. I could put a bow if I wish. Season's greetings, lots of fun, snowflakes, and an ornament too. For the holly leaves, I didn't use my collection because the holly leaf is very small. I came into this one, gifting bow. So I'm just shopping die sets, crafters. You can mix, match, and play between all your die sets. This holly leaf works very well with that poinsettia. The bow could have been here too. So this has a great bow. I could have also done the berries and had some fun with this, or the pine too. And for the sentiment, I'm coming into Yana's collection last year. It was the Amaryllis collection. Beautiful collection. This is the Home for Christmas sentiments press plate and die. You can press or glimmer and then die cut a series of sentiments. She has a newer set to this for the holidays. It's called Christmas Cheer Sentiments press plate and die. Look at the size difference. This is fabulous. This is from her new City Holiday collection. I'll link that video here if you want to see beauty there as well. You could also mix the colorway from Candy Christmas with that collection too. And the background can serve for the building, the one where she has the city building. Oh, that would be pretty. I love the elegant font, and I think it works with this. And I did splatter here with some splatter white. So fun. So this is card 1 that doesn't match Candy Christmas, but everything else will. Here is card number 2, taking a wink from the Candy Christmas collection. Here is the chimney caper die. So you see the difference in the colorway in terms of it being the same chimney. This is actually the reverse of that. I just cut these two twice and then just flip them with the colorway for the grays, okay? And I'm using color wheel cardstock. I also use treasured cardstock for the bits and the pop-up glitter foam again in white. In the background, in turquoise, and I'm using the Dina Wakley Better Press ink in turquoise. So beautiful. I tell you, I am loving all of her colors of Better Press ink. Really, really fun. So I'll put the link just for Better Press and then you can take a look at those inks. This is the Peppermint Twist press plate there in the background. Here I'm using Seaside color wheel cardstock with that turquoise. See how it can work for a masculine card? And you could go blue and make it darker. And for the sentiment, I did heat emboss Cozy Wishes for a Merry Christmas, trimmed around it with my 9-inch Pro Shares, okay? This big pair of scissors just for that. Yes, it works. Love it. For my 2 layers that you see here, I'm coming into my favorite precision layering A2 sets A and B. 16 dies in each set. Largest die in set A is your A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. Largest die in set B is 1/8 of an inch shorter. I use 1 layer from set B for this, and then out here, set A, that's the A2 in white, okay? Love these. The more you layer between them is the tighter your spacing, but this one I wanted wider spacing. For the remainder of the video, I'll just say the name of precision layering for the card base because I did use this a few times in this video, okay? And then I finished it off with some opal gems. So this is card 1, card 2. So fun with Santa. Look at 2 different ways. Love that. Mix, match, and play for sure. Card number 3. Now you can see that I'm going into Candy Christmas. Candy Christmas cardstock here in the background with the clouds. These are stickers. I just stuck the sticker there. And then here, I just use my 9-inch pro shears to cut the little arch here to put my little hedgehog. So this is Hedgehog's Stamp and Die. So fun. Let me give you a measurement of him fully assembled with his hat on. 3 inches tall by 2¼ inch, okay? Really, really cute. Great for boys' cards, great for girls' cards too. You see the colorway? The colors of Color Wheel that works with the Candy Christmas. You're looking at Blush and Tutu Color Wheel cardstock for the pinks. The blue, I'm using Malibu. Malibu Color Wheel cardstock is both blue and just a touch of turquoise at the same time. So I just used my swatch and matched it as close as possible. For the card base layers, I'm coming into the Arch Labels and Tag die. Largest die is an A2, 4¼ 5½ inch. I use both layers here. On the back, I turned it into a shaped card by putting a 1/2 inch score line, glue the tops together to make a top folding card, okay? I love this set because of the shape, and I love this for these type of images where it's more whimsical. I think this is a great whimsical arch shape. So this is super fun. I even used it in Halloween and it turned out fabulously. This is a great shape for characters like this. I think it's so fun. And it comes in 13 more times to a tag. Love that. Arch Labels and Tag. Put this in your wish list if you don't own it already. Goes on sale from time to time. Love to talk about it because it's a great one. Merry Messages Press Plate and Die. This is the sentiment. You can press or glimmer die cut once. Look how small this is. 5 different fonts for 5 sentiments. Love, 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 beyond love. There is Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, Joy Noel, Warm Winter Wishes, and Merry and Bright. Here I have Season's Greetings. I put all 5 of these sentiments here. That's the one that worked the best. So you see how the paper and the colorway influenced everything? This is Fawn and Alabaster Color Wheel cardstock. So cute. Look at the little hedgehog. Look at the little skates. I think that's adorable. Just so fun. Up next, crafters, look at Cozy Waddles. So you see the beautiful pattern paper in the back? Let's go here into the junk journal. That's where I think I took it from. That fits right here. You see? Look how pretty that is. So I could actually make 4 cards with this. I could do one here, put something here, that one with Santa, and then down here with another character. This is so fun. So that's the junk journal just for that little piece. And I did use precision layering A2 sets A and B to cut this out for those layers, okay? Here's the Christmas tree that I punched out, also out of the junk journal. And here is a cute little Cozy Waddles with that whole background scene, looking like a fun Dr. Seuss with a pink colorway. I don't know, I really love this. I think this is just so adorable. If your friends love gingerbread, or let's say you're doing a cookie swap, and this year you want to do some sort of gingerbread theme, or you're making a recipe card for the swap, you could still have all of this fun on the outside, and then on the inside, just put a sugar cookie recipe, etc. I did a cookie swap once. I need to get some more friends like that where we do them every year because it was just absolute fun. Nobody brought a card though, but I would be the crafter in the group. So cookie swap, great collection for it too. Anyway. Look at the cute penguins and look at their little feet. I know this is Color Wheel cardstock. I can't remember the name. I'll put it here on the screen for the blue. I did want it just a little bit darker. I didn't want to use black and I didn't want to use gray. I did use gray here for the feet, but I wanted the blue, something close to this, but not exactly matching. And here is the pink again. So super pretty. And then I finished it off with some opal gems here on the little scarf. And then for the sentiment, Happy Holidays, I'm using Sending Joy Sentiments Press Plate and Die. This is a favorite Better Press set of mine. Press or glimmer, die cut once. You get 4 sets of sentiments. I love this here. This is pressed out on porcelain cotton card, black Better Press ink. Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, Sending Joy. This one has been going on sale a lot. Put this one in your wish list if you don't own it already. If you press or glimmer, this is a winner right here. It has great sizing. Not too big, not too small, but it says a lot without taking up a ton of space. It just depends on what you want. I love this one. All the time I'm using it. Here we are with card 5. Look at the little dog from Deck the Paws. So super duper cute. As a matter of fact, hold on. I got to measure this one too. This one is 3¼ inch wide by 2 1/8 of an inch tall. The dog fully assembled with his star. You're looking at under 3 inches tall and with 2 1/4. So it has great sizing. Not too big, not too small, but it can still work and be seen on your scrapbook layouts. You could just make the little dog. You can make all of them and put them on different pages and stuff. Here is a little globe that I cut out from the junk journal pad. Here is the ephemera sticker, the one with the pearl sheen. In the background here, I'm using precision layering to cut the card layer. And then here, I use the rub-on. So I have rub-on here, rub-on here. And then here is one of the die-cut ephemera pieces, the thicker pieces. This is popped up right here. So fun. And look how it all came together because these were already there on the globe. And look at the little dog. Here I'm using mint, blush, color wheel cardstock, and up here, pop-up glitter foam in white. For the dog, I'm using fawn color wheel cardstock ink blended on, and I'm using distress ink to darken it, okay? Look at it so far. Loving the Candy Christmas collection, heavily influencing this Merry Mischief. I think it's a great colorway with these fun little critters and characters. So super cute. Let me bring it back. I did say I would show it to you with the Halloween pup. So super cute. I'm going to link these two right under this one, okay? So if you want to collect them, because I think they're worth collecting. They're very, very, very sweet. Love it. They just make you smile. Okay, crafters, now we're coming into the Candy Christmas collection. This is the gingerbread delivery die. All I used here was the top of the parachute and the gingerbread with the candy cane and his little scarf and hat and his little frosting. Adorable. I looked at the parachute top and I thought, wouldn't it be fun if he was in the middle of something like this? So all I did was just cut this twice. I'll tell you about the foundation die in a second. But look how adorable he is. So fully assembled. This little guy is 2.5 inch tall by 1 3/4 inch wide. He'll be a little bit wider with his little candy cane. So for that capsule detail, I pulled out this little winner right here. Essential Modern Ovals. For the rest of my cards, you're going to see all 3 oval die sets. I was in an oval mood when I was making this one. So Essential Modern Ovals is 12 dies. Largest die is 3 1/4 by 5.5. I came into one of these smaller ones, okay? Which fit perfectly with the top of that. Love that. Here I brought on some white glitter cardstock from my stash and just put this on top of that. And then I popped this whole assembly up off of that card base. So Essential Modern Oval is 12 dies and it comes in 11 more times. Great, great sizing. This is a Spellbinders maker's favorite. This card proved it to me again, like, yeah, that's why you're the favorite. It gives you tall and thinner, but you also get to enjoy, let's say I had an embossing folder here or what I have the detail, which I know a lot of you know it because I talk about it all the time. If you watch my channel, please like this video first of all, but if you watch my channel, please subscribe too, because I talk about Starshine all the time. She's my favorite. So I have white cardstock here, and then I ran it through both of these taped together and then dry embossed it. This is Starshine Background A2 die. This is another one you can put in your wish list, goes on sale from time to time. These two are winners together. Look how gorgeous that is. So this is an A2 card with this cutie patootie for the sentiment coming into a set you already saw. Merry Messages. See the font difference? Love. This is pressed out on porcelain cotton card with Thunder Better Press ink, the gray Better Press ink. And then I finished it off with some opal gems. Love, love, love. Playing with all these different shades of pink color wheel cardstock. Look at this fun card. I think a little girl would love to get something like this. Or again, gingerbread. If somebody's a gingerbread lover, gingerbread crafty friend, oh, you can make them a card like this. They'll love this. This is cute. Super duper cute. You could put the background too from the Candy Christmas. Up next, crafters, look at this 5x7 card. Isn't this fun? There's the gingerbread house die. Fully assembled. Again, coming in with the same colorway from Candy Christmas. Look at the background. You know, I cut that out from the 12x12 paper pad and then stuck this whole assembly on it. The pattern paper gives me the sky and the grounding element without me having to make it. And it does tell its own story with all the candy bits. So love that. I also used here on the layer behind the house, the Waffle Cone 3D embossing folder. This is Fawn color wheel cardstock ink blended with a lot of Tim Holtz distress ink, okay? That's how I achieved it to look kind of like a baked brown and then all of this. So this is Fawn. That's also Fawn, okay? Here is one of the die cut little chipboard pieces that I put there as well. So super duper cute. Now for these layers, this is the second oval I'm showing you. This is the Scallop and Stitch Edge Oval Die. I adore this little set here. It is 3 3/4 inch wide, 5 inches tall. So even on an A2 card base, you'll still get space around it. And then you can pop this whole assembly up. I even use this just for ornaments by itself. It's a beautiful set. You can just cut this little scallop detail out, which is right here. And then all these layers and then put a little ribbon in the back. Ornament done. Really, really nice, substantial sizing too. You will see it on your Christmas tree. And then you can put all these fun characters. You could do the same thing by having the gingerbread here. You could have the hedgehog here. You could have Santa. So you see how you could just use both of these collections too together and make your own set of ornaments and have fun ornaments and then use this as your ornament base. Thumbs way up for this. Love, love, love scallop stitch edge. This one goes on sale from time to time. Put it in your wish list if you don't own it already. Comes with a bow too, and I love these layers. These layers is what brings this one to life. And the detail in the back. The detail in the back, it's fabulous, but it doesn't work on its own. It needs this. Also, crafters, for the sentiment, happy holidays. I'm coming into Sending Joy Sentiments press plate and die. This is glimmered on alabaster cardstock with, I think, copper hot foil roll. Really, really pretty. Here I did bring in some twine. Super duper fun card. I love the background doing all the work for me. And to finish off this card, crafters, I didn't bring on gems, but here and the roof and down here at the bottom. So this part, that part, and the top up here, which is this piece, I came on with the new Tim Holtz Rock Candy. This one is chunky glitter. So regular rock candy is smaller sizing. He has had that for years, but he did put it in this new packaging, which I adore, this vintage packaging, which looks like glass, but it is plastic, okay? Really, really fun. So I bought this one, but I didn't buy the other one because I already have about 4 or 5 bottles of the regular rock candy. To buy it just for the bottle, no, I'm not going to do that. But look how pretty it is. Nice, chunky glitter. It's sparkly, but not over the top, and it is translucent, so you'll see the color in the back, okay? I'll put a link for this below, rock candy. Love this little card. Great little 5x7 card. And lastly, for cards crafters, this is the gingerbread plain and banner die. Love, 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 love. Look at the banner. Let me give you a measurement of the plain. It is 2 inches wide by, let me do it this way. About 1 3/4 to 2 inches tall, okay? I might have done that at a weird angle because it is at an angle. So super cute though. See how it could be a sugar cookie? I could have done this lighter. For my icing, I came into Treasured Cardstock, the Antique Assorted Pack, and I'm using Mirror Metallic here. I was also thinking of using the matte or the brush. Any one of these could work for this. So Treasured Cardstock is assorted packs of specialty cardstock, 15 sheets, and you get all these fun treatments on them. Talk about it all the time. Love, love, love. Here are the clouds in the background, standard white cardstock. Here I blended with some Distress ink. I believe I'm using Kitsch Flamingo and Salvage Patina, keeping up with the Candy Christmas colorway. This is 2-2 color wheel cardstock for that shade of pink. My idea for this card, which is telling a little story. I'm sitting in a plane, looking out the window at a plane passing by and going, wow, look at the gingerbread plane. So it's the gingerbread plane passing by, and that's the little window. Here is Essential Stylish Ovals. So this is the 3rd oval set. So you've seen all 3 ovals being used in this video. This is 16 dies in this one. Lots of choices with this one. See how it's a little bit wider and then the Essential was a little bit tighter? So this is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch, comes in 15 more times. I'm using some of these inner layers for these 2 layers right here. This is such a super duper fun card. Let me show you the 3 different styles of ovals at Spellbinders side by side being used here. Essential Modern Ovals, Essential Stylish Ovals, and then the Scallop and Stitch Edge Oval. So fun. You could just make a whole host of cards with that. This one goes on sale from time to time. Put it in your wish list if you don't own it already. It is great too if your image is wider. This I needed width and space for it. So this is on a 5x7 card base, okay? I love this looking through the window. So you just cut 2 of these and it looks like you're in a plane. You could turn it like this too if you want your window to be that shape and then looking out. I think that's fun with this as well. Card idea. Alrighty, now let's look at my scrapbook layouts, crafters. Okay, crafters, I made 2 scrapbook layouts. These are 12x12 layouts featuring the beautiful paper. So you didn't get to see this one with the train. And then the sky is just some hot air balloons and that beautiful blue color night sky. Here is ephemera. Here's the ephemera. This is also the ephemera. So you didn't get to see her, but look how cute she is. She's looking up here at me with Gina and Daisy Duck. I think Daisy matches the colorway here. There's also this ephemera piece too, the chipboard ephemera, and this as well. Here you see the little sweet border die. It does go out to a full 6 inch. I did put a little matting layer here just to bring back that colorway and then trim the photo down a little bit, which is 4x6. put the two photographs here. I know I look crazy with my red hat and my purple jacket. Had to buy that purple jacket when I was in Orlando. I remember waking up and going, oh my gosh, I need to get a jacket. I can't go to the park freezing. So I went to Target up there in Orlando and got this jacket. So it didn't match this, but hey, it is what it is. I was comfy and I had to get a scarf too. These pictures bring back happy memories for me. For my next example, I wanted to play with a lot of the ephemera bits, the larger pieces. Here's the die cut from the pattern paper. I think this is from the pattern paper too, or this could be from the junk journal. And this is also pattern paper cut. So the first one you saw, the chipboard pieces. This one I'm really using me fussy cutting everything, but this is from the ephemera. And then there is one of the little adhesive sticker too. Sprinkle your Christmas with joy. So I was on the Frozen Ever After ride. There we are right there having fun. I think this is so pretty. Look at the little parachuting gingerbread. So you can follow this with the die set and make it exactly like that. The Malibu and the Tutu color wheel cardstock will help you put this whole thing together. And then fawn here with a little bit of ink blending. There you go. You already have the inspiration to start. Look at this too. So super pretty. Okay, crafters, so in summary, I made 8 cards. Look at all the variety. The only one standing out here by itself, because I just had to make Santa red. In case this is not your thing, it can still work in the traditional Christmas colorway, but this is just fun and exploration. And I had just way too much fun merging both the Candy Christmas collection and Merry Mischief. The gingerbread train would have been fun with this as well, in the same colorway, same feel, and can turn masculine too. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Thanks so much for watching. I know this was a long video. I did put timestamps, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a feel for it. And if you don't like Pink Christmas, but now after watching the video, you're like, maybe. And crafters, before I forget, let me show you what I got from Homegoods, which so works with this whole collection. So you got to go to your nearest Homegoods. Maybe you'll see more than I see. I think I have to wait for another 2 weeks or so before everything starts coming out, but it's all good. Traditional Christmas, character Christmas, like if you want Grinch, Snoopy, Mickey, Minnie, Winnie the Pooh, lots of that as well. And also the pink Christmas. There's also a little bit of purple Christmas. I'm going to skip purple Christmas. I love purple, but I don't want it for Christmas. Before I show you the goodies, I must say, give a clap to Stamperia with Candy Christmas and Spellbinders. 2 thumbs up for working with them and bringing us the dies. 2 thumbs way up. So let's start off with my pink Santa that I saw. He is about 12 inches tall. Look how adorable he is. Doesn't he go along with the whole thing? He's a little bit more in the darker pink. He is just so super cute. This is $19.99. I still have the tag on, and I got it at Homegoods. Super duper 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 cute. I'm going to take a picture of Santa and insert it here standing up so you can see it better. Number 2, I got this one at Marshall's. So you can get some of the same things at either Homegoods, Marshall's, TJ Maxx. Isn't this fun? This is a little Christmas tree with donuts on it. Look at the colorway. Isn't that giving you the Candy Christmas? I think this is adorable. This is $14.99 and the company is called the Peppermint Square. So super duper cute. I can see this in my craft room because I'm going whimsical crafters. I want to be happy in the new craft room. Every time I'm in there, I want to be like looking around going, yes, I'm inspired by that. Let me craft and make this and make that. Yeah. And then crafters, look at this beautiful tree. I'm going to show you a photograph here or two of it standing up because it's hard to see. But you see the white glitter with the silver? This is looking just like the treasured cardstock in white. And it's also from Peppermint Square. It is $14.99. This one does shed, but she is pretty. About 13 inches tall. Look at the tree shape of the frosting. Doesn't it remind you of this? And it has a little cupcake bottom too. When I was purchasing this, the cashier said, oh my, that is so cute. I said, isn't it? And she said to me, you know, you could leave that up until Valentine's because that could work for Valentine's too. I was like, good idea. So don't be surprised if you see it in the background going all the way to Valentine's next year. When I finish this darn craft room before Christmas, okay? But you see how it has that same look? Oh, I'm loving this stuff. Loving. And then they have these larger bits that you could put at your front door. So I have a lot of traditional Christmas. That's the way I normally go. That will be throughout the rest of the house. But in the craft room, it's going to be pink Christmas with the pink Christmas tree and the cuteness. Candy Christmas is certainly just hammering that little idea home. Alrighty, crafters. Until the next video. Thanks so much for watching, taking the time for this video. I hope you had fun watching all the goodies and seeing all my examples. Until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye!